And welcome everybody back to Hartlepool, or the Dave Kilner International Stadium. We're called International Stadium, giving more class. And we are at session number 3 of the Scottish International Open Qualifiers. And our game that we are streaming next should be a cracker. Mark Higgins taking on young Jack Bird. For those of you who don't know us, we are the Wrong Bias podcast. We try to bring some live balls, live streaming to the UK. People's picking it up, all good. And we're all good with it. So this should be a decent game, mate.
It should. Jack's got a great record in the PBAs over the last few years. Mark's been close on a couple of occasions, playing on his own ground. Should be a good game.
Of course, the PBA starting early, mate, so a lot of folk are probably just finishing outdoors maybe a week ago, 10 days.
I think generally at this first qualifier, you see the standard improve throughout the weekend as people get more accustomed to the indoor pace.
So for those who don't know the players, Mark's got the red shirt on and Jack playing with the white shirt and the green balls, which I'm guessing looking Tigers maybe, mate? Stab in the dark.
Possibly, yeah.
We do have a player's profile, but I never gave them one, so we'll just have to make it up. So the winner of this qualifier tonight will get the spot for the main event, and they will play Jamie Chesney, the number 9 seed. I did have a laugh because Scott Morland said, "I'm coming for you, Jamie." Well, I think now it's a case of he's going to be an Uber driver and he's going to pick him up. Bless him.
I think I'm looking at Jack's balls, and they're either an Evo or a Pro. I think they're an Evo.
And I'm sure Mark plays with Tigers.
No, Mark's is Taylor's.
Oh, Taylor's?
Yeah, Mark always plays with quite a strong bias. Sometimes I think international. I don't know whether international or race. Pretty sure the Taylors.
So here we go, folks. At the trial ends, into it. We'll be going out live on YouTube and of course our Facebook channels. Any questions, just feel free to pop them our way.
Opening ball from Mark.
Just looking across on the very far rink, mate. Little Danny Porter playing.
He is.
Just fresh from his exploits down under.
He must be knackered.
Must be knocked, walked all the way back.
Good reply from Jack as well. Interesting, we were talking about earlier on about I like that 6 side. Mark being the home player's gone straight to that side. It's a good line here from Mark. He has got a good strong bias on these. Yeah, well played.
there's a question there, mate. Do you not have a look at the players' boards before they begin? I think that would be just too professional,
I was
wouldn't
just
it?
about to say,
Yeah.
Santa should know by now, crikey.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, we didn't even know the name of the players at times, man.
I think it's just a case of if I've got any time to nip round and see, we'll get it.
It's more fun when you make it up anyway.
Oh, you're right, aye. Even if I go around, I forget by the time I come back to the seat. I just like to say, well, one's playing with blue and the other's playing with green.
Jack's playing with Concords and Mark's playing with Tyrrellites.
Tyrrellites, come on. That'll be a competition, wouldn't it? Yeah? Everybody had to play with Tyrrellites. Indoors. Oh, dear me.
I think the length of the games would extend by about half an hour waiting for the ball to come back.
You chuck it out and have a sit down. For anybody who's wanting the draw for the competition, just to let you know that if you go on the World Bowls Tour website, right over in the left-hand side, click on PBA, UK qualifiers, and that should fetch up the full list of the qualifiers. And click on the draw, and you'll see the draw there.
I'm not one to question what you're saying there, but I'm sure it's over on the right-hand side, not the left-hand side.
Depends which way you look at it.
Look at I'll say that.
If you're not looking at this, if you're looking at the back of your laptop.
Oh, dear me.
It's good to have your back, son. Jack will just try a little draw, mate.
Yeah, I think at this stage, only one down, isn't he? He's playing the backhand runner on. He is now playing a little timer down the backhand. Don't think he'll get back in time, will he?
I think he's just gone it. Oh,
No, he's just wide.
Very close. Oh, want the mark. There we go. Good old Jason. There's a link. If you're on Facebook, there's a link there. So you go to the worldbowlstour.org and it's /draws, which I suppose could have other connotations, like, but so want the mark.
Yeah, good opening end. Pretty solid balls. Good opener from Mark again, eh? These things team back. Yeah, well played.
Got a decent line. Needs to get a grab. We'll play Jack.
Great ball. Always tend to get a good idea whether Mark likes it. He has a little trot. He's not a mile away. No, he's played a cracker here. He made a couple of this, if not 3. Great ball.
He's got confidence in that hand, mate.
He's on a great line.
Oh, he's all down to pace here, mate.
If he's up, he's very close.
He's a bit of a feather.
Oh, what an effort. It's second, does he? One thing Marks will certainly do is come round those. You'll see he's on a high line, but he'll get all of this if his strength's right. He's just lacking a pound, I think. Yep. Hasn't made it any easier for Jack, mind.
I'll probably tax that draw away, mate, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think he either runs through it or he plays the other hand on the draw. Probably still just about draw it round that ball, but it's real fine margins. He's running through this, I think, is he? No, he's just on the drop.
Faith in his draw, mate. That drop in.
If his pace is right, he'll be thereabouts.
Here she blows.
It's a smoke and effort, whatever falls he makes second.
You might fancy yourself for second there, I think.
One, yep.
Yeah.
So 2-0 Mark after 2 ends. Just give you a quick update from Ireland for anybody watching who want to know the Ireland results. I'm presuming there's a couple of technical issues on the updates. Robert Kirkwood won 2-0 against Kevin O'Neill. Peter Campbell won 2-1 against Alex Lightbody. Gary Campion won 2-0 against Alan Johnston. Rory Curran won 2-0 against David Thompson. Stuart Bennett won 2-0 against Ella Baker. Greg McLaughlin won 2-0 against Maurice McKeown. Thomas McLean won 2-1 against Barry Kane, and Joel Shannon won 2-0 against Ian McCoy.
Thank you, Jeff Stellan.
You're welcome.
We did get asked on the YouTube channel, where can we get a Wrong Bias branded shirt? I don't think there's any available, mate. Is there? I think
depends which one they want. If it's the black and orange one that was made by XX20, if it's the pink one, I can order one.
Oh, Richard, if you just drop us a line, on the Facebook page. We'll see if we can get one sorted for you.
Little chirpy over on the competition desk there, Mr. Parkinson. He can't help himself.
Delroy and Rodney. How very dare he. He's chuckling away. You get a Chinese bird when he comes out and eat it, to be the commentary.
We also do Victorian wrong buyers dinner sets, which are dishwasher proof.
Look, anything, you two. Any bids for JP? We've got back to Stadler and Waldorf now. Yes, Gavin. Trevor played yet. No. The good news, Gavin, or not so good news for Trevor, as we've found out, he's on the show rink next, and he's playing me right hand man.
Which is the good news for Trevor. So, Jack currently lying 1. Open draw still here for Mark. Gets to the back of Jack's ball, he could possibly drop and make a couple out of this. Ooh, he's gone a bit quicker than I expected him to. He's obviously chasing the ball out.
Will he drop?
It's a tricky old hand, that one. I think he'll get his own outside ball. Just doesn't get back on that high side. So even with his swinging balls.
Just going back to Trevor, Gavin, he actually pulled a hamstring last night, so we've sent him round to the Hartlepool Football Club's masseur as we speak, and unfortunately he cannot play the next game because he's playing centre forward for Hartlepool.
Well, Jack, you're on a good line. Pace required. I don't think he's pushed. One to Jack.
Last ball, Kenny, is it JK? Last ball, thank you.
So a change of length. Pretty much T to T for Jack. Not a bad looking start. A very good one, in fact. Great opening ball from Jack. Not a mile away if he's up neither. Great effort.
Hartlepool Club are hoping to get the lights changed in time for the event, but hasn't happened yet.
Not bad again here from Jack. Got the Jack again, I think. Yeah, well played. This looks under the line for marks. Yeah, not quite up either.
Yeah, the pace, he might have run down the balls, mate, mightn't he?
This looks a touch on the narrower side as well. He's going to beat that front bowler marks. Just, yep, in for 3. Still sticking with the draw here, Mark. Needs to be really high for his to get round that front ball of Jack's. He knows he's under.
Got the beef in it.
Left himself in a nasty position here now as well, if Jack can put this to bed. Well, he's on a good wide line here. He should get back most of it on good weight to make a point. Just needs to slow a touch. Maybe just run out. Do you think Mark will switch? I've got a feeling the switch is on the draw.
I think he might stick with the same, mate. I think he's had 3 cracks at it. It seems as if people's more reliable on that side, unless he's going to leather it.
Well, he's definitely playing the same side. Looks like it's the draw.
Yeah.
Still think he's got very fine margins to get round Jack's front ball.
It's well done.
It's the way Mark swing, he had to be right out on a high line. He didn't want to be breaking too soon, which he has. I just thought he'd have come down the other and made second at worst.
He actually eyed 4 in the bin lid, hasn't he, Mark?
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's no wrong with the 4 balls. It's just probably just looking 2 feet yard, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's a ball wider. Get the quicker line.
Nigel's asking, what did we make of the 3x5 end sets format at the World Champion of Champions? Pros and cons. Well, personally, I think the cons are that it becomes a little bit of a lucky dip, so to speak, because anything can happen in those 5 ends and it doesn't give you any chance to be able to turn the game around. Yeah. Whereas at least in 2 sets of 7 with a tie break, you can. And I just think when you've got the best, technically what are the best consistent informed players in the world, because they've just won the national titles, you should be going there and winning the title on skill and not on a bit of luck.
Yeah,
that's
you're
my
right,
thoughts.
Mate. Yeah, can't argue with that at all, mate.
I think over time I've become a fan of the sets format for likes of PBAs and the Worlds and things like that. We know it's sometimes the best player doesn't always win, but it creates a bit of excitement. But I think in those tournaments where you've played so hard to win your national title, to go over there and then all of a sudden it's like you lose it at 4 and you're potentially out the competition because of you've lost that set. I don't think that should happen.
I just lost track with them, mate. I didn't see a great deal of it, but I just lost track with it. I think that sets the way they had it set up for some of the newer countries suited them better,
Potentially.
because there was less chance of them having more bad ends. If that sounds English.
One thing I will say about the Champion of Champions, I'll come back to it in a minute actually, because this is building up to be probably a critical end, so we'll watch this end. But just remind us about my thoughts about the World Championships and the Champion of Champions. Good line again here from Jack. Good pace required, he should get back. Just over. Dropped his own in though.
Well, it was team back. Going to have to be dead weight.
Hasn't really played two bad ends here, Mark, and he's probably he's got potential to drop 6 shots.
Correct. Deborah, I was waiting for somebody to pick us up on the scoreboard.
You messed up again.
Aye. I've got it read the wrong way. Wasn't even 5-1, it's 4-2.
Jack didn't want the touch. Oh, he's took it from 2 to only 1 now, I think. And he's given Mark 2 seconds, I think. If he has, I don't think Mark will be messing about with his ball.
Deborah, if I had a prize, I'd send you it.
We just do it as a test, you know, Deborah, to make sure everybody's awake.
Yeah.
It's not us.
Not us.
Well, I think Mark will run this ball out. Shaping for the runner. Yep.
He's gone quick.
He's following it. He likes it. Yep.
Oh, boxed it.
Could be 1, could be 3.
Just hasn't gone far. Probably gone too far over one side, I think. Aye, yeah.
1 shot. Good strike though. Yeah, so touching back on what I was just going to say, I think it's great to see the emerging countries coming through. It's always been a powerhouse of the Englands, the Australias, the Scotlands, the Wales. You know, the home nations have always obviously thrown Australia and New Zealand, etc. into the mix there. But looking at the results in the World Championships, great results for the likes of Japan, Thailand, Hong Kong. Malaysia have always been up there as well, but I think it's great to see other countries now really starting to compete at that world level as well. India won Commonwealth gold, didn't they?
Yeah.
Sort of giving it a feeling now that it is a world sport. It's not just dominated by the certain few. And I think to compete now, the governing bodies are going to have to really if they're going to compete at elite level, they're going to have to put the right things in place to make sure the preparation, everything's right. Because if it's not, you're not going to win medals.
Yeah.
Malaysia are there with the videos every game. They'll do their own video and then they watch it back after the game and go through all of the pros and cons of what's happened, etc., etc. So very professional outfit.
I think at the end of the day, mate, what people tend not to take on board is to get sponsorship, medals. You know what I mean? You've got to win. Sponsors will not come forward if sort of like old Bob wins a 30-pound pairs competition somewhere. And I know that there are times where the governing bodies do get criticised as concentrating on the elite players. But end of the day, it is actually the elite players that will get you sponsorship.
Well, it's more about the funding from the sporting bodies. That's
Yeah.
Scotland always get good money from Sport Scotland because they're one of the best performing sports at the likes of the Commonwealth Games, so they get the backing for that because they've medalled so many times. Yeah, great balls, Jack.
Well played.
Great balls. I think you might run through this again. I think you look at that split and probably go through it. He's thinking about it.
Of course, you can't go up, can you? Until your third ball.
I mean, looking from our angle here, it probably looks better for him, and I would have said he's just going to be going through that outside ball of Jack's. He gets both balls. Yep.
Well, it looks like he's got a little bit in it. Will he hang?
He's got into his own front two balls, I think.
Get a result off the short one.
Oh, it's still gone quick.
Oh, Jack's got another good line here.
No, he's a cracking ball again here.
Well played, son.
Great balls, which is now taking away Mark's shot as well. I thought he might have gone a little bit quicker with his third ball, Mark, just to clean them two balls away, or worst case, plough his own up into the head and get the Jack out in the open.
I think the fact you can still see his ball in shot at the back just shows. I thought he might have went a little bit quicker. Not ballistic, I don't like, but
because technically he ain't got anything now.
I think he just hit it.
I think he's got to. It's a complete hit and hope, this one, because he could play a good draw ball, drop out and still be 3 down. I'll be trying to take as many of those balls off as I could. Oh, he's under. Well under.
I mean, it's another case, you know. When you look at that head there, he's actually got 2 balls within
14 inches.
14 inches, and he's 3 down.
Yeah.
So it's not as if he's playing bad. It's just Jack. He's
on fire at the minute, isn't he?
He's just got that rhythm going.
He's a wizard, Richie.
Eh?
He's a wizard. Old Harry Potter there.
What a way. Close again.
Just got a run, I think. He's got a run to beat that front ball, and he has.
Great stuff. So, full house.
He's a hard man to beat when he's rolling in like that, Mr. Bird.
So, first set to Jack.
Good line again here. I could open up. Just through. Good reply, Mark. Well played. It's a tricky one for Mark really in this second set, because sometimes you can just say to yourself, right, let's write that first set off, because I struggled, but he didn't actually play that bad. No. Like you said, Jack just played some really good stuff. And again, I played. So for Mark, it's just a case of I need to step it up another 20%.
Get the jack, change the length, mat up, do something maybe.
Yeah.
I know, it's like you say, he hasn't done a great deal wrong. Just to give you a quick update, Paul Hartley won the first set against Daniel Poole. Rob Sterling, is he there, Rob Sterling? Oh yes, I didn't see him come in. And John McHutchinson tied the first set.
Well played, Jack. There again, he didn't miss much.
Did you catch any of the World Championships in Australia, mate? The green looked like concrete. It looked like it just...
Yeah, I made the... It is literally like rolling up concrete. But again, that's why the wind plays such a big part. And there was a few days where it looked as if it was quite blustery, which isn't easy.
I don't know whether you're going to get out, Mark.
No. Eddie, if you have a look back up the comments on this stream, you'll find the spreadsheet and the link to go through for the draw for this event. If not, if you go onto the World Bowls Tour website, if you're looking from the back of the screen, like Richie says, it's on the left-hand side, but if you do it properly and look at it straight ahead, it's on the right-hand side. Go to the PBA section and then go to UK qualifiers.
Where's Jason when you need a link? Not even there. Look,
and Jack will just cover the back here. Split those two blue balls.
Yeah, I think he probably... Yeah,
he has. He's gone up to... You can't see it on the screen. Mark's got one right on the edge of the rink at the back. There it is. Like magic.
God, in the old days we've been on black screen then, mate. Thank you, James. Stuck on a link there for anybody who's on the Facebook stream. He's in the area. He's very close here.
He is.
He's sat the back one to her as well.
Still one down. Good effort.
And when one link comes in, we'll get two at the same time.
So without swearing, mate, if you had one word to sum up your outdoor season, what would it be?
I suppose you could rhyme it with height.
It was a fight, was it?
My county competitions ended just after. I don't think the ink was dry, actually. I just had one of them seasons. I wasn't keen. The last 3 or 4 weeks of the season, I played really well. But I was only playing once a week, and I think that's probably the problem now. Yeah. Play less, and you play better. But I mean, people complain about the outdoor greens, but it is outdoor balls, mate, isn't it? It's just.
I've got to say, I think there was a bit of an improvement this year on the main of the outdoor greens. They're still not great, but
yeah. I mean, I think every area's got a dodgy wicket, haven't they? Sort of, gotta get it. But yeah.
Yeah, dodgy wicket.
Yeah, dodgy wicket. Aye. Yeah.
You're being polite. For me, the best the greens have run for a long time was when we had that hot spell for about 3 weeks solid. Yeah. There was no rain, they were flying. And then typical council or private greens, they just think, oh, the green's looking burnt, I'm going to water it as much as I can. Back to square one.
And of course, we had the bad August, didn't we, really? Mm-hmm. The weather for 2 weeks in August. God.
Awful, yeah. Well played, Mark.
As Jason's not watching, for those who don't know what we are, the Wrong Bias podcast. There is a podcast being knocked around now for coming up to our 3rd year. You'll find it at the wrongbias.com website. All the episodes are there. We're up to 50 at the minute. If you have trouble sleeping, I'll sort you out. Doing a new one in about the next week or so.
Yep, I've already got the guest lined up.
Oh, you got the guest. Well, I can't come on again.
Guest stroke 2 guests, actually.
Oh. We also have a bit more streaming coming up at the end of the month with the PBA's running. We're going to Carlisle, Desborough, Maidenhead, Dolphin, south of France, Glasgow. Might be penciling in a bit of west of Scotland, and maybe it's a West Lothian as well. But I'll have to ask the missus.
It's okay, mate, I'll allow it.
I'm surprised she's not walked through the door, because if my phone's gone off, she doesn't know where I am. My tracker's gone off. Need to get a grab, son. Oh, it's like water torture. Young Leighton's turned up with a bloody tray full of chips. Water torture.
Do you really have to sit there?
Yeah, no. The waft's coming down in now. So, mate, get a grab of the white for a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Think he'll change the length?
Go short. Got a feeling he might lift the mat. That's my call.
That's your
Before
call.
he's even picked the mat up, I'm going to say when he wins this end, I think he'll lift the mat right up the green and go short.
My God, he's tight. He sliced the white too down.
I tell you what, he's played a smoker here.
Oh, he's close to that white here, mate.
Does he get down in time? Oh, what an effort. Great ball, whatever, but what an effort for a 4. Let's see if I'm right. Known Mark as long as I've known him. That's me call. Keep walking, Mark. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking.
Yeah.
I'm calling that one. I'm still taking it.
You waited. The fact that you were sitting there saying further.
I think his bigger swinging balls might just be a bit better on a shorter length. David Stoker, Brett won his first round. It'll just depend what rink he's on. Anybody who's on rink 7, but I think 2:30 session is Matty Orry, I believe.
It is Matty Horry against the old Scottish international goalkeeper Alan Ruff. Good start from Mark.
Great line here from Jack. Oh, it's a great reply.
You know what I'd say, the way Jack's playing at the minute, he's like a dog with a bone. He's just not going to let go at the minute.
It's exactly the ball you want to play when somebody changes a length. Because Mark must be thinking, what have I got to do here?
Is it, please, Kenny? Kenny, is it?
He's close again, mate.
Great stuff. Flips his own round the back of it, does he?
Yeah, mate.
Great stuff. Mark go through this first with his third ball, give him a chance for his last, because he ain't got much.
I think if he went up and had a look, he probably would, mate. I think he is here.
Yep, ripping. He's wide.
Possibly might have arrived if he might be more comfortable on his forehand runner.
Mark going up to have a look. Jack probably just makes sure he's passed, which he has. Just touching on Nigel's question, which he just asked there about when we're talking about the sponsorship of obviously the countries. Touching on Bowls England's performance and their strategy. Again, this touches back to what we were talking about as far as Scotland's concerned. Sports Scotland will back Scotland Bowls because they are a high performing return for medals, which is one of the main sports for Scotland. Unfortunately, because England have got such a massive amount of high succeeding athletes, etc., the cut of the money that Bowls actually gets from Sport England is a lot less than what Sport Scotland will give. If that explains that enough, Nigel, it's...
I don't know whether you're going to get down again, Mark.
Nah, he's topside.
It's coming back inside.
Is that apple juice?
Yeah.
Got Mr. Parkinson behind us with a glass of diamond white. Paint stripper.
Just spoke to Anthony Bouvion, played National Falls at Leeds now this year. A National Falls game, the rink fee is £96. Absolutely scandalous. Embarrassing. £3 per person, they have to book it for £4. It's £3 per player, and they have to book it for £4.
Two to Jack.
Just watching, it's like a well-oiled machine.
You can work this and all now. We're free, and you know you can work
Can
this.
Bolty do it?
Oh, I'm feeling very technical.
Is he still trained on just the green button, or can he do the blue button? Yeah.
No, I'm just on the green button.
He can do the green and the red button at the minute. He's kept off the green, but he's just red.
The green button I call the Jason Parkinson button.
Can you hear that?
I love
You're
it.
giving him a new toy now.
I love it.
I know. Never mind Disney World. We're going to have all these little things coming out at the end of the night.
Can we have that button for Potters when Bolty fails his diet yet again?
Controversial.
So 2 good opening balls again this end. It's been a cracking game, mind.
It has.
You say Mark hasn't played badly, but just Jack has been outstanding. Fair. But Mark's still right in it. Still got every chance.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about the ball, mate.
Boy, you can see how important we are in this context of the sport now, aren't you? Even the players ask our opinion now. Once he gets up there at 3 balls short.
Go up.
Sorry, wrong angle.
Yes, Richie. Should ask Davey. Third, mate. It's third. It's good to see they can have a bit crack as well, mate.
Yeah. It was definitely a forehand shot, Jack. Very close again. Great effort.
Just give an update on my bacon sandwich situation. It turned up this morning about 10 past 9, and it's nice and crusty at the minute. Oh, if I get a chance.
I'd rather chew on an old boot sole.
Lovely.
Have you taken a picture of this thing yet or not?
No?
Oh, yeah. Wait until everybody sees this. Hope I can take a picture.
Need to run here, Mark. Oh, you bowled an absolute cough drop here, son. Oh,
you've
just got the wrong side of it. Unbelievable. There again, Mark's got 3, you know, within about 18 inches, and he's 1 down.
Yeah. Story of the game, really.
And if he bends under that, under that.
Just getting it solid. He might go 1 down here, is he? No, not quite. Mark's just trying to shuffle it in there. How do I put a picture on these comments?
That's
It's not giving us an option for a picture.
kind of give you a training course in the middle of a game. Well, he's got a chance to drive the ball out for 3. 2-3 only in the game. I would be looking to lift. Play just over to lift his own short ball up, mate.
Could be.
Unless he's lying.
I think the clever shot's to play a yard or 2 down the backhand, full ball on his own front ball up to jacks
Straight
to
on to
potentially
jacks.
make 3 or 4. It's either that or he goes very quick and looks for the edge. I think sometimes Mark prefers to go quicker rather than the time, but we'll see.
Probably if he's playing time and weight, he doesn't want to go and tight and clip the white, does he?
I think he might go very quick at this to try and thin the edge. Generally, you can tell by his walk up to the mat because he tends to do a couple of steps before a fast runner. This is a timer. Yep. He's playing that shot, we said. If he can get his own full ball, but I don't think he's going to get back. It's stuck.
Just stayed high.
.43 seconds, but it's the one on the board that counts. 4-2 to Jack.
Oh, umpire coming on. Might have preempted here, mind you.
I'm not so sure if Mark would have played that if he thought he was one up.
Yeah. Especially the state of it. I mean, it's only 3-2. Can Pete Tong.
Well, I'm disappointed I can't put a picture on these comments to show your new kit.
Umpire, Brian Brown.
Yep, one to Jack.
So, 4-2. Going into end number 5. Jack took the first set 9-4, approximately. Whipped it off the board before I could see.
I think I'll have one more end and then I think I'm going to have to go and stretch my legs. Is it last 16 the next session, or? There's quite a few people gone out so far. Is this the third or the fourth session? Third, isn't it? Must be the last 32 maybe.
Yeah, everybody's played one. Everybody will have played one because we've got our winners going back on, so he probably last 32, I think. Yeah, it is.
Well played, Mark. Great reply. But here, Jack, if you drop, you're in. He's in anyway. And Paragera here gets under his own. Oh, bad timing, Mr. Reid. Walking straight across the back of the rink.
Are you one of them that's easily put up with the
Yeah, I never know.
people? I don't know.
Oh dear. I love it when they get past the ring and then look. Nah, it doesn't bother me, but I know it does with some.
Yeah.
Obviously, especially if you've got an aiming point. He was another 3 seconds and Jackie was just about to do the same thing.
Mark turned round. He wasn't happy. See, I think when you come back off the mat, it knocks you out your rhythm, and it gets up in your head.
Yeah. In a lot of respect, you're giving people the opportunity to walk past that because it's just creating more time. But like I say, it's not a written rule; it's just etiquette, really. But don't think Jack's up here. Not going to be the worst ball. Probably taking away the backhand option, so I think it's just a draw for Mark. However, it depends if he's matched down, I suppose. If Jack's lying 2 there.
Guaranteed Stevie's going to move here. Guarantee it, yeah.
Zone. Jackie. Yeah, he's going quick. He must be matched down. He's in the area.
He's very close.
Oh, I think he could be still at least one down, if not two. I think he might be still two down.
See where that jack goes.
Jack's picking the mat up. Just the one. Right, I'm going to switch off, man. I'm going to stretch my legs before my game.
So, 5-2. So Mark needs to score this end, keep the game going. Lost the first set. Next game coming on is my right hand man, Mr. Bolt, taking on Trevor Taylor. It should be a cracking little clash. We'll play Jack. Well, it's in the parish.
Back small behind, down fast, please. Back, second ball, yeah.
Oh, Jack changed his hand.
Jack, check if there's a gap between your shot ball colours. Please, stand on in.
Oh, probably a little timer down his forehand. Oh, he hasn't got it in it. So, probably expect Jack to try and get a third in here, maybe. Sticking on this backhand. And down to pace. It's not bad. Well played, son. Great stuff. Absolutely tremendous. So, Mark, you need to score this end, otherwise you shakies. Not a great deal on, to be fair. He's leathered it. So, congratulations to Jack. Absolutely outstanding. Mark didn't do a great deal wrong, to be fair to the kid. And we move on. Next game is on in about 10 minutes. And it is me right-hand man taking on Trevor Taylor, which should be a humdinger of a game. Thanks again, folks. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Thanks for your support as always. Go and grab yourselves a copy, hobnob, bag of chips, whatever. See you in a bit.